Hi, Aries. Let's see what messages want to come through for you, what you need to know right now. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, show me clearly. This is specific. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have Iris of the Rainbow. This too shall pass. We have Unity. Let's get one more. And Ecstasy. Yeah, this too shall pass, okay? So you might be in the middle of a storm. You might be in the middle of some challenging terrain, okay? But everything's coming together. Everything's working out in your favor. There is going to be a significant improvement, very much like kind of overnight. It's kind of instant, but I'm seeing this is linked to a decision that you have to make, okay? India's at the bottom. So Aries, you have a life-changing decision. This is life-changing because this has to do with your overall happiness, your overall pleasure, your overall fulfillment. This could be a decision that you're making in regards to a relationship or a job or like a living situation, but you need to make up your mind. The thing is with Indy, you're going back and forth. You keep kind of wavering. It's like you got to choose. It's either one or the other. You have to make up your mind. And maybe right now you're caught in between like two different worlds and you don't want to make the wrong choice. And you're really thinking long and hard about whatever this choice is. But I just want to let you know there is no wrong choice. There is no wrong choice. Indie and dressing of a salad, singer of connection. This could definitely be involving you and another person. You're kind of questioning whether or not you want to continue on this path. Undressing of a salad is kind of like where you're juggling a situation. Something's up in the air. And same thing with Indy. It's like the same little balls that they're juggling. It's like you can't keep juggling this for much longer, is what I'm getting. Sooner or later, you have to decide. And whatever you end up choosing, it's the right choice. It's the right call. You making, oh, look, this card just flipping right out. What is it? The Ace of Pentacles. This is going to be impacting you in the long term. I'm talking months and years to come from this. Some of you are starting a new job, or you could be, for those that you're dealing with like your job or your finances, maybe it's about selling a property, something like that. I'm seeing like a door is opening up for you, and it's going to take you to higher levels of success or higher levels of abundance, higher levels of like freedom financially speaking. You might be considering making some sort of investment, like a financial investment, or taking out a loan, or for some, it's like you have a property and you're thinking about like putting it up for rent so that you got multiple sources, streams of revenue, making money. What else you got for Aries? Justice. Some of you guys are dealing with legal matters. You have like a hearing coming up, or you got some contracts to take care of. We have Queen of Swords. Always double, triple check the fine print. We have Hermit. Virgo energy. We have Libra and Virgo. Also the Emperor, which is you, Aries energy. And this fell out right on top of Justice and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you're taking care of business as you should. You're on top of things. You know your shit. There's something coming up about the full moon in Libra. That'll be next month. That'll be in April, right? Yeah. Yeah, it will be. There's something that you seem to be leading, and I'm actually seeing the Four of Wands at the bottom because this is what came out with the Four of Wands at the bottom. Emperor to the Four of Wands. I feel like you guys could be taking some sort of lead or leadership role, or you're initiating something. It could be even in love. Knight of Cups and the Devil. Y'all be careful. Okay, this is like a little side tangent here, but the Devil and the Two of Pentacles. There might be someone that is keeping their options open. This could be you, or this could be someone that you're connecting to. There may be someone that is struggling with addictions, or someone who can be very controlling at times. The Knight of Cups and the Devil. Their love is all consuming, but it also can be destructive. Okay, so Emperor coming out, the Four of Wands, this is where you're having to really stand in your strength, stand in your power, to remain empowered and to not allow someone to overstep or pull you into their mess. I don't know who needs to hear that, but okay. So let's go back to this Ace of Pentacles and Justice. I'm hearing something coming up about a lawsuit. Maybe it's a class lawsuit for some of you. I'm seeing though like finances coming towards you, especially if it's money that's owed. Someone that borrowed money from you or even stole money from you. I'm getting like refund energy. Something that you lost is making its return to you. It could have been from many months ago or years ago. It is also like that tax return energy or like, yeah, you know, like I see money's coming back to you. Taking care of the details, double, triple checking the fine lines, the fine print. But Ace of Pentacles and Justice. Yeah, I'm seeing like windfall of abundance. It's good stuff coming in. And Justice with the Emperor, this tells me that you are really on top of your game. You're getting things done. You are accomplishing a lot. You're feeling empowered. You're feeling strong. You're feeling confident. And I love that for you. And I am seeing like if you have a business or you're thinking about starting a business, like this is all like making it official or like legalizing, getting the paperwork, getting all the documents in order, making things really just like nice and neat and streamlined and just like making it official, or like trademarking is something that's coming through, getting something patent, an idea that you have patent, things like that. So comment down below if that's you. But Queen of Swords, like you're again taking care of the details, double, triple checking the fine print, cross your T's, dot your I's, nothing misses you, nothing gets past you without your examination. You may be called towards going inwards with the Hermit, Queen of Swords and the Hermit. It's kind of like, this is where I'm seeing someone who's like in this, I don't know if it's a library or if it's a room full of books. Like I'm just seeing books and books and books, and there's this table and someone has their reading glasses on and they're just like going through a lot of paperwork. I don't know, that's like the vision I'm seeing in my mind's eye. Because the Hermit, I get a very like low key, kind of in your own bubble. You don't really have time for distractions right now. You might be studying for some sort of test or exam. Now, that might be literal for some of you, and you have like exams coming up, or for some, this is just like symbolically speaking of like your soul is preparing you for this next step, and then you might be experiencing like little setbacks or little tests to see like have you learned your lesson? How have you reacted differently than how you would have? Like I am kind of feeling like there may be a little bit of I feel like I'm kind of tired of saying test, you know, like, oh, you passed the test. This is a testing time. Like, I feel this is a time of you evaluating your progress and making a note of how far you've come. But yeah, Queen of Swords and the Hermit, you may also be backing away from certain connections, or you just kind of keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself, laying low. Maybe you're not answering your phone as much, or responding to texts or calls as much, or not making as many plans. I'm not getting a very outward, extroverted, life of the party energy with this. This feels more like I'm locked in, I'm focused on my path. I'm all about me right now, all about my business right now. Like that's kind of what this feels like. So it's more of like a serious undertone, a little bit of a serious edge here, but there's a lot that you're just analyzing. A lot that you are taking a good look at. I need a sip of my coffee. Some of you are paying off debt, or there's like something coming up about like payment plan. Maybe you are getting some sort of new credit card. Or, yeah, I'm just seeing, like, increase in your money, you guys. What else is going on for Aries? King of Swords. Now we have a pair. We got a King to the Queen of Swords. This fell out right beneath the Queen of Swords. It's at the bottom. The Nine of Swords. So there is someone that could be in their head or overanalyzing something. Four of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Okay, and then we have the Devil from earlier. So is that person that we were seeing, someone that may have these tendencies that could be a little unhealthy, or even codependency might be a thing here. We have the Nine of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Knight of Cups. Like someone has very much deep emotions, someone who's very, very, very attached to you. And that's the thing, King of Swords, you don't really see him get too attached. He's very detached, if anything. He's not super emotional. He's not super, you know, outward with his feelings and with his heart. Like he's pretty logical. So it's interesting how we see that the Nine of Swords is underneath, which tells me this King of Swords is like second guessing himself, or second guessing like a relationship, or I'm seeing like there's this person who's trying to detach from their feelings, or it's like because of the love or the emotion that they feel, maybe it's becoming an obsession. Maybe it's straight up becoming like fully consuming them day in, day out, like, and they're like, holy fuck, I'm not used to this. Let me back the fuck up. Let me detach. Like, there may be someone like that that's around you. But I mean, King to the Queen of Swords, you guys are a pair. You guys are a match. But yeah, I'm getting like someone keeps getting distracted. Or, you know, Queen of Swords and a Hermit, someone's taking your silence personal, or someone's taking your alone time personal. You're just trying to work some things out. You're probably crunching numbers and someone is taking that personally, or they're internalizing it. They're trying to detach and like stay logical, but deep down or internally, they're just like, oh, did I piss Aries off? Or Aries seems distant. So maybe check in with that person, right? Maybe check in. What else going on for Aries? We have King of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're like, I do check in. Sun at the bottom. I do check in. I show up. I'm stable. I'm finding the balance, you know. It's not all just about me. It's not all just about my money. Like, I show up. I give where I can. I help out where I can. I get a very like stable, grounded, nurturing. You have so much to share, so much abundance, so much wealth to spread. You don't just keep it for yourself, and you're not hoarding, right? You're sharing. You want to make sure that your loved ones are taken care of. You want to make sure that your friends are feeling supported and loved and seen. Your partner feels loved, adored, you know? And as long as it's reciprocated, because it can't just always be about you giving, showing up, and you know, you deserve that same love and respect and commitment in return. And Six of Pentacles brings in that reciprocation. But yeah, so Sun's at the bottom. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, nice. Look, we got the pair, right? You and this person seem to be a nice pair indeed. Sun, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Wands. Look, all the pairs. We got a King to the Queen of Wands, King to the Queen of Pentacles, King to the Queen of Swords. There's someone that is very compatible with you. You may also have like multiple people in your energy right now. We got fire energy, we got earth, we got air, we got Leo, Libra, Virgo, Aries as well. There's something that's slowly developing. There's some sort of slow but gradual but steady promise for the future. Feels good. Feels nice. Feels like this is headed in the right direction. Holds a lot of potential. A lot of pentacles in this reading. Sorry, I got like a tickle side of my nose. A lot of pentacles. So this is bringing attention to our physical reality when it comes to our money, when it comes to our physical health, when it comes to our investments. What do we have, right? What we have. We got Six of Cups. Bit of a nostalgic energy. 10 of Cups at the bottom. This is where we're now switching gears from the physical, tangible to more the meaningful stuff, right? Money is not going to be there when we die, when we cross paths, when we, move to other realm. Everything that we buy, our fucking clothes, the hair we have, whatever, like that, all that we leave behind. So now we're switching gears to the more sentimental, right? So 6 of Cups. There is someone that is thinking about you. There might be an old childhood friend that you reconnect with, or you may hear from in the near future. Maybe you get a follow request on Instagram, or, you know, you bump into someone at a coffee shop and you're like, hey, it's been a long time. Like, how you been? There is that energy of nostalgia. There seems to be like familiar essence, some sort of person that you've known before, or there's like your souls know each other. Your souls have attracted one another. There's something coming up about your soul tribe, your soul family, your soul connections. We have the 4 of Cups, or not, why did I say 4 of Cups? 10 of Cups underneath the 6 of Cups. There seems to be again, I don't know why I'm getting reunion energy, or you might be going back to like a childhood place, childhood home, or maybe back to your hometown, a place, a restaurant that you haven't been in years, or like a very long time. Yeah, it just seems like you're going back to some place that's familiar, but it feels safe. It feels grounded. Some of you, there's something about you moving. You could be moving, or you're planning a move, or you're thinking about where you'd like to live. Maybe you're looking at homes, real estate. There could be something coming up about selling a property, real estate investments sort of thing. Maybe this is talking about like your parents. They may be retiring. I get an energy of retirement. Maybe you are retiring here. 9 of Pentacles and the Hangman. A lot of stuff that's going on internally. A lot of inner shifts that you're going through on a personal level that's bringing you more independence, bringing you more freedom, bringing you more confidence within yourself. But there's something you're locking away, or there's something that you're kind of keeping on the down low. Again, it's that hermit energy from earlier, where you're doing some things solo, or you're like locked in, studying something, building on your own, keeping to yourself. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It's really strictly just about what you are dedicated towards. Let me take a look into Iris of the Rainbows from earlier. So, you know, it was kind of like a bit of a storm that you're going through. Let me take a look and see what this is. I'm getting a sharp pain in my temple. Ouch. Okay, it's gone. Iris of the Rainbow. Why is this here? Whenever this card comes out, it's basically like the storm will pass as soon as you learn whatever it is that you are being taught in this experience, whatever this situation is trying to teach you. As soon as you recognize that, as soon as you come into the awareness of, oh, the test is over, storm passes, the sun comes out, the rainbow comes out, and then boom, you are rewarded. So let me see, Iris of the Rainbows, the Hierophants. So you having to stay committed. Adjustments may be required here. Lovers. Iris of the Rainbow. Knight of Swords, 5 of Swords reversed. Ooh. The World at the bottom. Okay. So, for some of you, this storm may have to do with you and your partner, you and someone you're in a relationship with, or you and someone that you are very close to. Or I'm seeing like soulmate energy. I am seeing some form of a commitment, a contract, and like a decision to stay together or to go your separate ways. There's this storm, this pivotal moment. It's a little bit rocky, but this is pushing us in the right direction. Knight of Swords, okay? So things are happening quite quickly. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of conversation. Some people jump into conclusions, or you may be jumping to conclusions, or somebody is here. And there may be some hostility when it comes to communication. I'm getting a sharp pain again in my temple. Ow! My sinus is kind of acting up today. I just noticed, like, earlier today. Sorry. Just feeling little zaps in my face. Right here. Earlier it was right here. I'm like, bitch, no. Oh my god. Anyways, so yeah, when we look at this combination, it's like something being communicated in a way that's very abrupt or blunt, and the way it's being taken is like shocked, like in disbelief, like what? So this could be where you and someone are arguing, or something's being taken the wrong way. Something you maybe slipped up and you're like, fuck, I shouldn't have said that, or I should have thought before I spoke. I acted out of impulse or out of emotion. Okay. Now, this may bring an ending. Okay, but no, the Fool's underneath that, so not really. I feel like something's being de-escalated, actually. Okay, we have the Fool and then the Nine of Pentacles and also Death. This is leading to like some sort of personal growth or personal shift. Nine of Pentacles and Death. So this is shifting your own foundation as well as whoever else is involved. Both of your foundations seem to be changing. Five of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. It's kind of like through setbacks, through these challenges, create resilience, create stability. It takes two to tango. Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups. It takes two to tango. You both kind of feeling a little hurt or emotional or sensitive, but the World and the Fool, every ending's a new beginning. So it's like things aren't like over, but it's just telling me that there's like this tipping point. Okay. So let's now say, I can't speak. Let's now take a look into Unity and Exorcist. So yeah, I just kind of get a sense that you and someone maybe, you know, you both are very, where is it? Queen of Swords, King of Swords. You both are showing up very like logical, factual, you know, sticking to the brains, that, you know, just, it's very tense. There's a bit of some space or distance, or just caught up in reality, caught up in responsibility, caught up in finances, caught up in work, caught up in just the circumstances. And maybe there's a little bit of a separation. And then how we switched from that to the Cups, the more sentimental, emotional. Let's get back to what really matters. Let's get back into our heart. Let's get back into our love. Like, you know? And so we go from misunderstandings, tension, things being taken the wrong way, actions being taken personally, someone taking your actions, your silence, your distance, personal, vice versa. And then we kind of switch gears here, and let's come back together with this patience, this compassion, and this love, and having pleasure together. Like Unity and Exorcist. Like, this is sharing moments of connection. Let me just shut up. Let me just clarify this. Unity and Exorcist. It's just sharing time together, sharing your love together, sharing the good times, good memories, you know? Unity and Exorcist. Tell me about Unity and Exorcist. We have the Emperor. That's your energy. Unity and Exorcist. Five of Cups. Falling on top of Hermit. Six of Cups. We have, the Devil. Wow. Empress. Two of Wands. Four of Swords at the bottom. Okay. Someone is just so obsessed with their work. Like, or maybe it's not even that they're obsessed, but they're just so inundated. It's just, they have no time for anything else. And this is someone who's not quite happy. I actually get a very miserable energy. This is crazy because we're clarifying Unity and Exorcist, which is pure joy, pure love, pure happiness, and sharing that with others, or sharing that with a special someone. And as we clarify that, we actually get the opposite, where someone is like so swamped with work, with responsibilities. Someone feels like they don't have enough time. Someone feels like they're losing control. The thing is, though, the Devil is like, he's actually being a control freak. Or maybe this is representing how someone, I mean, like, this is a lot. I'm getting the sharp pain in my head again. It's too much. So this is something that's getting in the way. This is the blockage that's preventing this flow, this fulfillment, this expansion. We even have the Empress at the bottom. Empress to the Emperor. So we do have divine pair, divine masculine, divine feminine. Okay. So Empress, Two of Wands, Four of Swords, Two of Swords, lots of twos coming through. Choices, right? Choices, decisions, crossroads. Choose wisely here. Otherwise, you're going to just stay stuck in this perpetual cycle that ain't good, and people ain't happy. You're not happy. Your person, your people, your fam, your friend, like your business partner, like this is like disappointment energy. So we have to choose a different path. We're not liking where things are going. We're not liking the outcome. We must change the action. We must change how we show up internally. We have to change the cause to have a different effect, basically. You know what I mean? And so then Four of Swords, right? This is about going on internally, rest, heal, recover, nurture. This is where we have to slow down a bit, get in alignment with our mindset, because our mindset is everything. Everything comes from the mind. And then, so if you're at this crossroad, right? Two of Wands, what do I do? How do I persevere? How do I overcome this struggle? How do I get through this challenging period in my life? Oh my God, I hate my job, or this workplace, this environment, the people I'm dealing with regularly. I'm so drained. Like, you know, so your life doesn't have to stay like this. Empress is showing that there's a whole new world out there for you, but you have to decide. And that's what we were getting at the beginning of the reading, Indie, right? You have to decide for yourself. Do you want to stay on this path? Do you want to stay on this track? Do you want to stay in this environment? Or do you want something else? And you have to decide, like, right? You got to make up your mind. But it's saying to sleep on it, or to meditate on it, or think about it, like really give it some thought before you make any quick wham impulsive decisions. But yeah, the Four of Swords to the Two of Swords. You might need more than just a night to think about this, to sleep on this. But Three of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Six of Swords. This is about a partnership. I see you decide to continue to put work and putting energy into this, as long as it's mutual and reciprocated. Ow, I'm just getting another zap in my jaw. Sinuses are not happy with me. What were we looking into? Oh, ecstasy. Oh, this is at the bottom. Feel like, how should I end this reading? What would be helpful? I'm trying to feel this out. What would be helpful to wrap this up? Let me look. Like, where the fuck would my animal deck be helpful? Maybe. Maybe? Would it? No. No. I'm gonna ask. Oh, I just knocked my crystal. Ah, where'd it go? Oh, there you go. A little green heart from my grandma. Rest in peace to my grandma. A couple years ago. But this is from her. I love it. It fell on the floor. Let me ask Spirit, like, for whoever's listening, whoever's tuning in, and you're kind of going through this Iris of the Rainbow storm situation, what advice do you have for Aries to get to the rainbow, to get to the pot of gold? What advice do you have for Aries as they maneuver through the storm? What advice you got for Aries? Orphan tried coming out, but it didn't. Mentor tried coming out, but it didn't. But that could be saying, like, you're needing to ask for some sort of help or support from the external. We have the Mystic. Okay. The Mystic is all about trusting your inner knowing, following your intuition. This is the energy of realizations, downloads, meditating more, getting into some sort of personal practice that puts you in the present, puts you in the now. This is you accessing your abilities, your intuitive gifts, and basically seeing beyond the 3D, the physical. If you can see it in your mind's eye, then it's already a possible timeline / reality that you can shift to, and you just have to select the ending, right? And don't worry about the middle, don't worry about the how, just know that it is, and let the rest fall into place. Because I do feel when the Mystic comes out, this is telling me that there's a lot more that's beyond your control, beyond even your awareness. There's a lot that you're picking up energetically, and some things you just can't change. What was at the bottom? The Bardo. This is all about cycles, endings, and even connected to past lives, family lineage, clearing karma from previous lives. So clearing some contracts, energetic contracts. This is a situation your soul has been in before. This isn't the first time. This ain't your first rodeo, basically. What else advice you got for Aries? It's not you have the Pilgrim. Okay, there's something coming up about like the eyes here. We see the eye here, and then we have obviously the eye here, right there and there. The Pilgrim is basically like, it's an adventure. It brings in uncertainty. It brings in challenges. It brings in, you're feeling the burn. You're trying to climb up this mountain, get to the top. And at times you want to quit. At times you feel exhausted. At times you want to turn back around and go back to the very ground. Like you're like, oh, I'm too high. I'm scared. Maybe you got a fear of heights. The Pilgrim is basically like a card to say you got to keep climbing. Don't stop now. You got to persevere. You got to really stay strong-willed and persist. Take breaks when you need to, but remember the vision. Right? Remember what your vision is. Don't lose sight of the goal that you have. And there's something also about like the universe moving mountains for you. When you take a step back and release the need to know how it's all going to unfold or how it's all going to work out, but when you just stay focused on what the ending is, what your desired outcome is, and holding on to that vision, and not letting whatever going on in your 3D reality shake you or distract you or make you second guess. When you hold on to that vision, right? When you're at the top of the mountain, you're able to see the whole scenery and it goes on for miles and miles and miles. You're able to see clearly, like your future that lies ahead. Hold on to that vision. That's the advice. That's your advice, okay? Like, hold on to your fucking vision, even if it's not ideal right now. We have Kairos at the bottom. This is divine fucking timing. Divine timing. Everything is happening exactly the way it's supposed to, even if it doesn't make sense to your brain right now, your human brain right now, but it's not always supposed to make sense. Okay, well, I'll leave your reading here, Aries. I hope you found this helpful and insightful. I love you so much. Leave a like, subscribe. Private readings are available down below. You can find me on my Instagram and TikTok at JadeStoneTarot, and I will see you later. Have a fantastic day.